Hey guys, how are you? As I said on Zoom today, I'm going to make this very short maths video just to clarify any details and misunderstandings you may have regarding the questions on page 114 of the maths book, particularly those here in A. A little bit tricky because you have to divide by 10,000 and in some questions multiply by 10,000, and we haven't done that in a while. Why do you do that? Well, in order to go from these values here, centimeters squared to meters squared, you have to divide by 10,000. That's simply a rule. In order to go from from meters squared to centimeters squared, you multiply by 10,000. And we're going to have a look at how to do that now using a notation board. Right, so we need to go from 55,000 centimeters squared to meters squared. And I have the answer here, it's 5.5 meters squared, but how did I do that? Well, let's have a look at the notation board. This is 55,000 here, and I have the columns up here, tens, thousands, hundreds, tens, units, and tenths. And it's really, really important that you remember that there should be a decimal point between units and tenths. That's why I have this little decimal point here, and we're going to come to that in a moment. Anyhow, let's divide first this number here, 55,000, by 10. And to do that, we shift each number one place to the right. So I now have 5,500. In this column here, I have divided 55,500 by 100. And in order to do that, you move each number two places to the right. This column here, I'm dividing by 1,000. And I move each number three places to the right. So this 5 goes, look, 1, 2, 3, and you can see why that's there. And likewise, you can see why this other 5 is here, because I've shifted it 3 places to the right. Now, the final one, this here. In this column, I have divided 55,000, so the number at the top of the notation board, by 10,000, which requires me to move each number 4 places to the right. So this 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it's in the units column. And then this 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it's in the tenths column. So 55,000 divided by 10,000 is 5.5. And I have those questions and answers written out here as well. And hopefully the combination of this notation board and these questions will make it easier for you to work on the questions in Planet Maths Today, page 114A. Let's have a look briefly at question 2. Change to centimeters squared. So you now have to multiply these by 10,000. And I don't have a notation board for this, but we'll work through it, okay, pretty quickly. We have 8.8 multiplied by 10 here. Okay, and we're working in kind of the opposite way around now. So instead of moving numbers to the right, we're moving numbers to the left. And I'm going to draw a little notation board so you can see what I mean. I actually do want to insert one. Okay, yeah, lovely. Okay. Okay, fantastic. The first thing we're going to do is multiply by 10. So we have 8.8 multiplied by 10, shift both numbers one place to the left, which gives you 88. Okay, multiplying by 100, shift both numbers 2 places to the left, 880. It's important that you include a 0 there. Okay, multiplying by 1,000, 3 places. So we have 8,800, okay, and then multiplying by 10,000, which you have to do in today's question, requires you to move each number 4 places to the right, which will give you 88,000. Sorry guys. And it's really, really important as well that you don't forget to include the measures and symbols. So 8.8 meters multiplied by 10,000 is 88,000 centimeters squared. Don't forget to include your meter squared or your centimeter squared. I don't think I'm going to go through B. I think this is relatively easy and I don't want to confuse you. For these questions, you're just dividing by 100 for the first set and then multiply by 100 for the second set of questions. That's all for now. Hopefully that will have clarified any misunderstandings you may have had. As ever, if you have any questions, please get in touch.